Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. Today we're bringing you a competition between schools from different districts, but quite possibly could be the closest geographically in our Categories League. That is Shawnee Mission South versus Blue Valley North. Let's go ahead and meet our competitors first from South.
Hi, I'm Max, I'm a junior, and my favorite reindeer is Blitzen.
Hi, I'm Alex, I'm a senior, and my favorite reindeer is Vixen.
Hey, I'm Devin, I'm a senior, and my favorite reindeer is Rudolph.
Hi, I'm Matt, and my favorite reindeer is Prancer.
Hi, I'm Matt B. I'm a senior, and my favorite reindeer is Comet.
And our competitors from Blue Valley North.
Hi, I'm Emmeline, and I'm a senior.
I'm James, and I'm a junior.
I'm Michael, and I'm a junior.
I'm Ganesh, and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Colton, and I'm a junior.
Fantastic. Here on Categories in the first round, we will take turns answering questions. If a team responds correctly, they earn a point. If they respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal that question. We did a coin toss before we started taping. It was won by Blue Valley North. So Mustangs, here is the first question. It is language. One highway accident frequently leads to another as a result of motorists looking back and not paying attention by what they're doing. What slang term applies to this habit of looking? Emmeline?
Hindsight.
It is not hindsight. Raiders, chance to steal this language question. One highway accident frequently leads to others as a result of motorists looking back and not paying attention to what they are doing. What is the slang term that applies to this habit of looking back? Matt E.
Is it rubbernecking?
Rubbernecking. Very good. South, you do get the next question, is U.S. history. The French and Indian War began as a struggle for the control of what valley? Max?
The Ohio River.
Ohio River Valley, very good. Mustangs, back to you with That's Entertainment is the category. During World War II and the Korean and Vietnam conflicts, the USO served coffee and donuts to American servicemen and staged star-studded shows to boost morale. For what do the initials USO stand? Time on that. Raiders, chance to steal the That's Entertainment category. During World War II and the Korean and Vietnam conflicts, the USO served coffee and donuts to American servicemen and staged star-studded shows to boost morale. What do the initials USO stand? It's the United Service Organization. United Service Organization. Raiders, back to you with current events. Who recently won Artist of the Year at the 2013 American Music Awards? Mustangs, chance to steal this current events category. Who won Artist of the Year at the 2013 American Music Awards? Michael?
Justin Timberlake.
It's not Justin Timberlake. It's Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift. Mustangs, you do get the next question. It is movies. Helen Keller and Annie Sullivan are immortalized in what memorable film starring Patty Duke and Anne Bancroft? Raiders, chance to steal this movies category. Helen Keller and Annie Sullivan are immortalized in what memorable film starring Patty Duke and Anne Bancroft? Alex?
The Miracle Worker?
It is The Miracle Worker. Raiders, U.S. government is your category. Charles Nagel was the last person to serve in what combined post of Secretary of Commerce and what? Matt B?
The Interior.
I'm sorry, it is not the Interior. Mustangs, you have a chance to steal this U.S. government category. Charles Nagel was the last person to serve in the combined post of Secretary of Commerce and what? James?
Education.
It is not education. It is labor. Secretary of Labor. Mustangs, geography is the category. Lake Tahoe is between California and Nevada. Between what two states is Lake Champlain Lake Champlain. Colton.
New Hampshire and Vermont.
I'm sorry, it's not New Hampshire and Vermont. Raiders, chance to steal this geography category. Lake Tahoe is located between California and Nevada. Between what two states is Lake Champlain situated? Vermont is one, the other is New York. New York. South, math is the category. Rust doubles in area every 24 hours. At the beginning of the month, a piece of metal had a rust spot on it. On the 20th day, it had completely covered with rust. On what day was it half covered? Max?
Day 19.
Day 19, very good. Mustangs, back to you with sports. What pro basketball team shares a name with a part of a car? Michael?
Detroit Pistons.
Detroit Pistons, very good. South, the category belongs to you. It's literature. Ernest Hemingway wrote about a man named Robert Cohn in a novel that takes its title. Alex?
The Sun Also Rises.
The Sun Also Rises, very good. Back to you, North, with terminology. What is the general term for freeing a mineral resource from impurities? James?
Smelting.
It is not smelting. Raiders, chance to steal this terminology question. What is the general term for freeing a mineral resource from impurities? Matt E. I'm sorry.
Refining.
Refining, yes. Biology is the next category belonging to you, South. It moves by forming an extension of its body called a pseudopod and flowing into it. What is this single-celled animal called? Time on that. Mustangs, chance to steal this biology category. It moves by forming an extension of its body called a pseudopod and flowing into it. What is this single-celled animal called? Emmeline?
Paramecium.
It is not paramecium. Amoeba. Amoeba is what we were looking for. Mustangs, you do get the next category. It is U.S. presidents. Name the first United States president who had previously served as a governor of a state. Colton?
James Madison.
It is not Madison. Raiders, chance to steal this U.S. president's category. Name the first United States president who had previously served as governor of a state. Alex?
Thomas Jefferson.
It is Thomas Jefferson of Virginia. South, back to you with geography. The Delaware River separates the Catskills from this Pennsylvania subrange of the Appalachians. Name this subrange. Mustangs, chance to steal this geography question. The Delaware River separates the Catskills from this Pennsylvania subrange of the Appalachians. Name this subrange. Emmeline?
The Poconos.
It is the Poconos. Very good. Back to you, North, with an explorer's question. It's fairly long. This Florentine navigator discovered and explored the mouth of the Amazon and investigated a 6,000-mile stretch of South American coastline. He developed an accurate method of computing longitude and calculated the Earth's circumference to within 50 miles. He insisted America was not Asia. Name this explorer. Emmeline?
Magellan.
It is not Magellan. Raiders, chance to steal this explorer's question. This Florentine navigator discovered and explored the mouth of the Amazon and investigated a 6,000-mile stretch of South American coastline. He developed an accurate method of computing longitude and calculated the Earth's circumference within 50 miles. He insisted America was not Asia. Name this explorer. Alex?
Amerigo Vespucci.
It is Amerigo Vespucci. Very nice. South, back to you with a science category. Scientists have discovered mental retardation may be caused by the lack of oxygen in the mother's womb because excessive alcohol can restrict the flow of blood through what cord? Alex?
Umbilical.
Umbilical cord. Literature, back to you, Mustangs. Literature is the category. According to the satires by Roman poet Juvenal, what were the two things most desired by the Roman people? Emmeline?
Wealth and slaves.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Raiders, chance to steal this literature question. Alex?
Bread and circuses.
Bread and circuses, or food and entertainment. Raiders, back to you with movies. Meryl Streep won her first Oscar for what 1979 film? Mustangs, chance to steal this movies category. Meryl Streep won her first Oscar for what 1979 film? Kramer versus Kramer. You can ask your parents about that one. Current events, back to you, Mustangs. Current events is the category. Caroline Kennedy, the only surviving child of President John F. Kennedy, recently took office as the new ambassador to what country? Colton?
France.
It is not France. South, chance to steal this current events category. Caroline Kennedy, the only surviving child of President John F. Kennedy, recently took office as the new ambassador to what country? Max?
Vietnam.
It is not Vietnam. It's Japan. Japan. South, you do get the next question, is universities. Creighton, Fordham, Georgetown, Marquette, and Loyola universities were all founded by which society within the Catholic Church? Alex?
Jesuit.
Jesuit. Very good. Back to you, North, with a numbers category. What is the most important difference between the Roman and Arabic number systems? Emmeline?
There's no 0 in the Roman system.
That is correct. Very good. Back to you, Raiders, with geography. Its library has so many manuscripts that if they were all unrolled, they would more than cover the entire country. What name is shared by this 108-acre city, state, and its library? Mustangs, chance to steal this geography question. Its library has so many manuscripts that if they were all unrolled, they would more than cover the entire country. What name is shared by this 108-acre city-state and its library? Colton?
Alexandria.
It's not Alexandria. It's the Vatican. The Vatican. North, U.S. government is your category. The federal government has a history of legislative involvement in the economic process. One such example was the 1887 Act regulating railroad shipping rates. What was it called? James?
The Antitrust Act.
I'm sorry, it's not the Antitrust Act. South, chance to steal this U.S. government question. The federal government has a history of legislative involvement in the economic process. One such example was the 1887 Act regulating railroad shipping rates. What was it called? Matt B.
Is it the Harley-Smoot Act?
It is not the Harley-Smoot Act. It's the Interstate Commerce Act. Interstate Commerce Act. With that siren, that does denote the end of our first half of play with the score of Shawnee Mission South 11 and Blue Valley North 3. At this part of our program, we will go to a representative from each school to give us a campus update. And first up from Shawnee Mission South, we have Alex. Alex, what is happening with the Raiders?
All right, we recently reached over our goal in our canned food drive. I think we have an orchestra concert tomorrow night, I believe. Devin, is that correct? Mm-hmm. All right. And our production of Miracle on 34th Street is going up, I believe, the end of next week. Oh. And also, we would like to wish everyone, because of our festive holiday gear, a happy Saturnalia.
I'll have to look that one up when I... All right, and Blue Valley North, looks like James, you're giving us our campus update. What is happening with the Mustangs?
The rep show, 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee was last week. We're off to the sports, basketball, football, and wrestling just started. The winter musical is Young Frankenstein, which just started rehearsals for Pitt and things like that. And the all-district band had 18 kids in it from North. So,
fantastic. I'm a little excited about the Young Frankenstein there. I could probably get away with playing the monster. All right, as we head into the second half here on categories, we will start with our look and listen question. It is, we have a monitor here in the studio for the contestants here, and for those playing at home, we will just have it on your screens. And the look and listen question is worth 2 points, and contestants may ring in when I am finished reading the clue. So here we go with the look and listen question. Name this city. It is the special administrative the special administrative region of the People's Republic of China. Oh, we have a ring in already. Matt B.
Hong Kong?
It is Hong Kong, and you got it without the video clue, so 2 points to South. We will continue now with the rest of our lightning round, in which a question is placed on the floor for either team to answer. If a team responds correctly, they earn a point. If they respond incorrectly, the other team will still get a chance to steal that question. So both teams, here we go. Music is the category. The name for which type of scale comes from having 5 notes to the octave? Emmeline.
Pentatonic.
Pentatonic, very good. Geography is the next question. The Hebrides Islands are situated west of Scotland. Where are the New Hebrides? Alex?
Canada.
They are not in Canada. Mustangs, chance to steal this geography question. The Hebrides Islands are situated off Scotland. Ganesh?
Australia.
Cannot accept Australia. South Pacific is what we were looking for. Art is the next category. The picture on the $1 bill is a copy of the famous portrait of George Washington by what artist? Colton? I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Raiders, chance to steal this art question. The picture on the $1 bill is a copy of the famous portrait of George Washington by what artist? The answer we're looking for is Gilbert Stuart. Gilbert Stuart. Both teams, speaking of money, the next category is currency. Which former English gold coin, equal to 21 shillings, was named for an African coastal country between Senegal and Ivory Coast, where the metal used in the coin was mined? James.
A crown.
It is not a crown. Raiders, chance to steal this currency question. Which former English gold coin, equaling 21 shillings, was named for the African coastal country between Senegal and Ivory Coast, where the metal used in the coin was mined? It's a guinea. Constitutional history for both teams. Since the adoption of the U.S. Constitution, how many times has an amendment been added by means of a convention called by the states?
17.
I'm sorry, 17 is not the answer we're looking for. Mustangs, chance to steal this constitutional history question. Since the adoption of the U.S. Constitution, how many times has an amendment been added by means of a convention called by the states? Emmeline.
Twice.
It is not twice. 0. None. Ancient history for both teams. They committed suicide rather than surrender to the Roman legion that would have enslaved them or killed them anyway. They were the 960 defenders of what ancient Jewish mountain fortress? Emmeline.
Masada.
Masada. Very good. Science is the next category. Identify the marine animals resembling clams that were as common as trilobites during the Paleozoic era. We're looking for a 4-syllable word starting with B. Max.
Bivalve mollusks.
I'm sorry, bivalve mollusk is not correct. Mustangs, chance to steal this science question. Identify the marine animals resembling clams that were common as trilobites during the Paleozoic era. We're looking for a 4-syllable word starting with B. Brachiopods. Science is the next category. A meteorologist is a person who studies and forecasts the weather. What name is given to one who studies the average weather of a place over a long period of years? Ganesh.
Climatologist.
Climatologist, very good. Literature for both teams. In Shakespeare, who dies utterly forlorn because Henry V has forsaken him? Alex?
Falstaff.
Falstaff. Language, specifically Italian. Give me the Italian phrase for green noodles. Ganesh?
Pesto.
I cannot accept that. Raiders, chance to steal this Italian language category. Give me the Italian phrase for green noodles. Matt?
Pasta verde.
You're close. Fettuccine verde is what we were looking for. Math is, math is the next category for both teams. What is the domain of the function y equals 0? Colton.
Negative infinity.
Very good. Geography for both teams. Which modern country contains the heartland and capital of the old Ottoman Empire? Colton.
Turkey.
Turkey, very good. Current events for both teams. Boxing star Manny Pacquiao won the WO International Welterweight title in a decisive victory over Brandon Rios. What country does Pacquiao call home? Ganesh?
The Philippines.
The Philippines, very good. Art for both teams. Long question, so please make sure we're paying attention. While in Antwerp from 1634 to 1635, Anton van Dyck painted a masterful religious work similar to the technique that of Rubens. Identify this Van Dyck work that begins with the letter L, which means an outward expression of grief. Emily.
Lamentation.
Lamentation, very good. And you've narrowed the gap a bit. Shawnee Mission South 14, Blue Valley North 10. Agriculture for both teams. If you ask for a head of this, you're repeating yourself. The vegetable's name means head. Emily.
Lettuce.
I'm sorry, that's not the answer we're looking for. South, chance to steal this agriculture category. If you ask for a head of this, you're repeating yourself. The vegetable's name means head. It is one of the world's most ancient vegetables, having been cultivated for more than 4,000 years. Max.
Cabbage.
It is cabbage. World War is the category. On April 9th, 1942, in what was the largest submission of Americans in history, nearly 70,000 American and Native soldiers were taken captive by the Japanese at Clark Field, located in which country? Ganesh.
Philippines.
It is Philippines. You're good with the Philippines answers. Nice job. Statehood is the next category for both teams. Where was the 50-star flag raised for the very first time at 12:01 a.m. on July 4th, 1960? That's the day Hawaii became the 50th state. Emily.
Washington, D.C.
I'm sorry, it is not Washington, D.C. Raiders, chance to steal the statehood question. Where was the 50-star flag raised for the very first time at 12:01 a.m. on July 4th, 1960, the day Hawaii became the 50th state? Devin.
Hawaii.
It is not Hawaii. It's Fort McHenry. Fort McHenry, home of the Star-Spangled Banner. Religion is the next question for both teams. The Hebrew for myrtle and the original name of Queen Esther is the largest women's volunteer organization in the United States, with 1,500 chapters devoted to healthcare delivery, education, and land reclamation in Israel. What is this group that fosters Jewish education in America? Michael.
BBYO.
I cannot accept that, sorry. Raiders, you have a chance to steal this religion category. Hebrew for myrtle, the original name of Queen Esther. It's the largest women's volunteer organization in the U.S. with 1,500 chapters devoted to health care delivery, education, and land reclamation in Israel. What is this group that fosters Jewish education in America? Hadassah. Medicine for both teams. What is the name of the disease of the liver caused by abnormally high levels of bile in the blood and gives the skin a yellow color? Colton.
Jaundice.
Jaundice, very good. Literature is the next question. Reduce this wordy sentence to a familiar lover's motto. Here we go. Remoteness from immediate presence generates increasing cardiac. Max.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
That's exactly what we're looking for. Language, another language question for both teams. Please give the 3 ways in which the letters CH may be pronounced in the English language. Emmeline.
Ch, ka, and cha.
Could you put those and give me an example in each word, please?
No. Chain. No, I honestly don't have any examples.
Okay, I'm
other than
sorry.
two.
Can I give you that? Raiders, same question, chance to steal. Illustrate 3 ways in which the letters CH may be pronounced in the American English language. I believe, had 2 of them, all right? Champion, ch, and then we also have k, as in chemist, but the last one I think that I did not get from you was sh, like Cheyenne. Okay, that's why I asked for a clarification. Okay, thank you. Next question for both teams, geography. Mexico's isthmus of Tehuantepec separates what 2 major bodies of water? Colton.
Gulf of California and the Pacific Ocean.
Sorry, cannot accept that. Raiders, you do have a chance to steal this geography question as our last question. Mexico's isthmus, Tehuantepec, separates what 2 major bodies of water? Alex.
Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean.
I'm sorry, that's not acceptable. Gulf of Mexico and the Pacific Ocean is what we were looking for, or we would have accepted Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. That siren does denote the end of our game with a close-fought battle between Shawnee Mission South with a score of 16, Blue Valley North 12. Please join us again here on Categories next time, as I promise we'll bring you an equally spirited competition between the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout Johnson County.